everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today, let me come on my chair. I wanted to show the pens that I use in every day, basically. And specifically, since I use Tomoe River paper, the ones that work for Tomoe River paper, which is essentially all I have, really. There's a couple that I want to grab. There's a couple more I wanted to grab that my daughter had stolen. No, I gave to her. But just so you see how it works, as well as some fountain pens so you can see how it looks like on the Tomoe River paper. So I've been wanting to do this for a while. I'm gonna do it. This is my Scout cover, which I absolutely love. I will not be selling this one. As far as A5 cover, this is my favorite. I will be selling my Bennett Lewis. Okay, so this is my Hobonichi cousin, and it's kind of my self-care. See, I tried to do this video so many times, I can't even tell you. So let's do it today. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna speed up the video as I do the sampler, and then we'll look at each one of them and with the ghosting so you can see a little bit, okay? So I'm going to stop talking right now. Okay, so we're going to go from the top down. I had a few issues with my Zebra Sarasa, not because they don't work. They're probably one of the best for Tomoe River paper because they're all empty. And I have refills, but so I ended up going with the Zebra Sarasa multi-pen that I have, which is the same ink, just so that I could demonstrate it. So one of the first things is the Z Clean Color Dot Metallic collection. I have a bunch of them. I love using these. I love the dot option like this. It's really easy to decorate something. You do have to wait a tiny bit, like when you do a dot, you can tell it's still wet. So it's visible, like I just touched it, but once it's dry, it's dry. This is the ghosting. So remember, if you are new to Tomoe River paper, it is very, very thin. Again, we're not quite sure of the future of this paper, but it's a wonderful paper. There's a lot of companies that make notebooks, so I really doubt like next year there's going to be like nothing left. It just doesn't sound right. On this one, this is a highlighter that has some glitter, but I'll be honest, it doesn't really come off that well on the Tomoe River paper. Like you can see some of the glitter with the naked eye. I'm sure I won't be able to catch it on camera. But it does work. Like if you press a little too long, you have a little more ghosting, but like compared to the dot liner, then, you know, it's pretty good. And that is the Kirarish from Zebra. And I got this one from Yusika Stationery. I gotta put these back on my daughter's desk because I gave them to her. After this, I used the acrylograph. This is from Archer and Olive, and I've really been enjoying using these. They dry quite matte, which I really love. I sometimes use this and then I'll like do some dots like this and just have like little patterns like this. I just think it's a really cool marker. This one is the 0.7 millimeter, and I got this one with the sketchbook from I'll put it right here, I can't remember right now. She's a YouTuber and is a great artist, and she did a sketchbook with Archer and Olive, and that was the pack that came with it. I have to be honest, I do want to get more. Do I need more? Probably not. Do I want to get more? Yes, absolutely. The colors are really nice, and again, it has like this matte finish that I really like, and I have these colors, so 5 little colors in there. These have been my new favorite. They're the Papermate Flare in medium, and I think I've shown you, but these have been my new staple when I plan on my Hobonichi weeks. That's how I get a lot of colors. Not that I couldn't use all the zebra sarasa I have, but this is what I've been using lately. And same, you can also color, but even I feel like the acrylograph really have a different consistency. So even if I had both of these, I would use them differently. And I do think the color comes off cleaner here and here. Those are more made for that, right? So this is done for this one. Again, I'm gonna go back because I don't think I showed. There, as far as ghosting, these are all pretty similar. I think the one that ghosted the most was the Zig Clean Color Dot. However, usually I use these to do dots or maybe write with this other end. But still, it's probably the one that ghosted the most. Then I have the Z Clean Color Real Brush, which, as you know, I use to color specifically, I think in my Hobonichi weeks as well. I think that's what I did. I use watercolors as well, but like this is watercolor, I can tell the difference. But this is all Z Clean Real Color Brush. I use a few that are very like crucial to me, and those are in my Superior Labor pin roll, which is mostly skin, and then this is the hair usually for my kids, for me, lips, but I also have all the other ones in my other pen roll from Gallon Leather. So when I'm on the weeks, I often do a combination of the ones that are here and the ones that are over there. And then on my Hobonichi, Illustrated Hobonichi, I use both watercolor and this. Too much explanation. These are my very favorite for glitter, the Jelly Roll from Sakura. And I don't know if you can tell how glittery that is, but it is a thing of beauty. It is beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And I love using those. I often color my letters write with stencils or my numbers, mostly my numbers for the date. I've been doing that a lot. Okay, so these were these guys. The Sakura Decorese. I really loved the black one. However, they tend to be a little sloppy. As far as, can you tell? It's like part of it scratches, and I think it's just with this paper, but since it's the paper that I use the most, I often do not gravitate towards these guys except for the black, because it's the only black glittery marker I have. But honestly, I wouldn't recommend these. I did get these from Yoseka Stationery, Sakura Decorese. I would recommend the black one, just because it's the only glittery black one, but the other ones I would say go with the Jelly Roll, which I think you can find the Jelly Roll at Yoseka, Jet Pens, and Amazon. Then, of course, the Zebra Sarasa pen are some of the best, I think, for Tomo River paper. They dry super fast. There's one that's a dry fast. I don't use that one because I never do what I just did. But even doing what I just did, there's a tiny bit of smudging, and they have all the colors you can possibly imagine. I think I have red. I have other ones here. I have so many. They used to be my go-to for everything. And when I started drawing in my Hobonichi weeks, I would use these guys for everything, to draw and to color. Like I would do trees and I would just use this, and that was it. Still love them. Although, yes, my daughter has stolen a few of those. Then I wanted to give you guys all the pen liners I have, but I think, hold on, first is the Muji. Muji is a classic. I think I made it bleed. It's a pen that a lot of people like using on the Tomo River paper. It just stays really smooth. Some people don't like it and say it's a little scratchy. I don't think so. But I really like really thin, because this is the 0.38, which is kind of my favorite size anyways. That's what I have for the Zebra Sarasa as well, 0.3. So I just love the Muji. I haven't been using them in so long because I was using this, and now I kind of just used the Hobonichi pen, which I guess should make an appearance here as well. which this one is, I think it's the Uni Jetstream is what, if you go to JetPen, they have a guide that shows you what you can refill them with, which also will show you if you didn't get the Hobonichi pen, you can get that same, the actual pen that is in there and get another body from Jet Pens. I recommend Jet Pens because I know they make it really easy. I have never had to change them. Usually the black color goes away, but I always get quite a few more than I need. Okay, but I diverged, of course. I'm trying to make this really organized, but that is usually not how I work. So these three are the ones that I use for drawing: the Faber-Castell Pitt Artist Pen, the Pigma Micron, and the Unipin pen. They're all waterproof. They all work really well on the Tomoe River paper. For some reason, I do not think of these as writing pens, but as drawing pens. But I know a lot of people use that to write, so I just wanted them to be shown here. I think, did I mention these? The midliner, which are classic, right? Are great as well. Like the most ghosting is this one, huh? It's the Zicklin Color Dot. It doesn't bother me, but I mean, you notice, I'm sure, that it's the one that has the most. And this, I showed you both inks, so I'm going to show you what inks they are. In my two TWSBI, I love TWSBI, it's just easier. I have this Platinum Lavender Black, which I absolutely love. It's a beautiful color, and again, works really well. See, if I do this, I get a little bit of ghosting as always, but the writing, I usually write in here with this one. Then another mention, because I love the way they look, and this one I have the Cocoa Shimmer from Diamine. One thing that I would say about this, and I know people did warn me, is that when you have shimmer in your ink, it sometimes clogs your fountain pen, and I have a few now that I have to actually clean up. Two of them are TWSBIs, which were the only ones that I didn't experience that with before, but I think they're getting kind of tired. However, there is a true beauty to seeing the shimmer in your writing, and these are quite fine. I think this is an extra fine, yeah, but I'm sure if you write with medium, I can't because my handwriting is really sloppy, but if you wrote with a medium or a larger nib, it probably would be absolutely gorgeous to look at. I still get that once in a while. I have another TWSBI that writes thicker, even though it's also an extra fine, and it looks really beautiful. I would show it to you, but I can't because it's really personal stuff. But that's it. Those are all the pens I use. Sorry for the clap. Those are all the pens I use, and I absolutely recommend each one of them, except again for these. I think these, except for the black one, and it's just because I really like to have black shimmer, otherwise I wouldn't even show it at all. So that's that. I hope that helps if you're looking into pens right now. I'll put the links to all the stores where you can find pretty much all of that, and I think some of them are also in my Amazon lists for pen, which yes, I do get. It's an affiliate link, just so you know. So, but the other ones are not. So yeah, here you go. Hope that helps, and I hope everybody's having a great day. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.